Firstly, it's always good to have know where you can look for resources. So one of the things to consider is see where you are. Place yourself in terms of, are you at the beginning? Do you have an idea, or have you gone a bit further? So I like to find that out by asking 7 questions of the budding entrepreneur. What makes you tick? You asked me earlier, tell me a little bit about yourself. And I said that what makes my heart sing is when I engage with budding entrepreneurs. Steve Jobs says, find something that will make your hearts sing. There's a saying, don't die with the music still in you. Jobs passed away with a heart full of song and made the world a better place because of it. So the question, first one is, what do you have? What's inside of you that you can unlock? That when you're doing that, your heart sings, and therefore you become incredibly passionate and energized about it. Interestingly, when in South Africa, when entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs are asked, do you know an entrepreneur? And only 25% of those asked actually know an entrepreneur. Now, we're not talking about knowing about an entrepreneur, like the Steve Jobs, the Richard Bransons. We're talking about actually engaging with someone who's already on the journey. So if you don't know an entrepreneur, get to know one. And make it your business to engage with them. You know, they say that you will be the same in 5 years' time except for 2 things. The businesses, or rather the people that you meet, and the books that you read. And that can make a huge effort. So all of us want to grow and progress, and one of the ways is to read purposely, deeply, and to apply what you can to your situations. And there are many sources of free information. Consider using your library for books, magazines, as well as to access the internet, where a vast pool of information lies waiting for you. There are also many organizations in the entrepreneurial development ecosystem where you can get lots of information. So that's an important one. Get the right information. You know, it's easy to think about something that's applicable, let's say, in America or in the UK or in Europe. But what opportunities lie around you? It is said that everyone will be exposed to at least 2 opportunities to generate considerable wealth in their lifetime. So what's the problem? The problem is that most people walk right past them. They don't look at problems and issues as if they could be opportunities. So learn to change the way you look at things. Always be learning. And in that, you'll see situations and challenges, and you'll see the opportunities in them. And perhaps one of those opportunities may be the one that will be a huge benefit to others and a source of considerable generation of wealth for you as well. You know, there was a guy called Ferdinand Xavier who came from Belgium, came first to Zambia and then down to South Africa. And he was an hydraulics engineer who came down to South Africa in 1951. He quickly realized that there was a huge market for taking the hassle out of cleaning swimming pools, and went about inventing a machine that would do the job automatically, almost like an underwater vacuum cleaner. So what was a problem became creepy crawly. You know, ideas are a dime a dozen. People who implement them are priceless. So it's one thing to come up with an idea. The problem is 95% of those ideas lie scattered because they're never implemented. The world is full of incredible ideas that never go anywhere because great ideas are useless without someone full of passion to implement them. So what ideas can you couple with determination, passion, and hard work to translate into action. It doesn't have to be the next Tesla electric motor, but it certainly does need to solve a core group of people's problems. So that's the thing. Where can you start? My son is a travel photographer who supplies superb content for Expedia. Yet he didn't start there. He began by putting his images on an image bank. He continued doing this for years, deriving a small but steady income. It was only later that Expedia saw his images and contacted him directly. So a small beginning became a great career and income for him. So start where you are. Start with those things that you can do. You know, sometimes we wait for the perfect and the easiest or the most profound, but sometimes it helps just to start where you are.